right ahead.
Hey, what's going on, old man? Long
How you
time,
feeling,
bro.
man? Long time no
All
hear.
right.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I got a question for you. But I'll make this quick. Now, Pearly, you didn't do anything wrong. Please stop apologizing. These Negroes looking for validation.
She's a tool. She's an object. She's something to be used to actually do something further. Same thing with Nick Fuentes. I don't care.
His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sin.
Yeah. Let me start this off. Let me go ahead and start this off. This is going to be somewhat. I want y'all to check the links in the description box. I really do. I want y'all to check the links in the description box. Uh, and I'm gonna talk about something real quick. I did not believe this when I was told when I saw this floating around on social media. I didn't believe it because what happened the last time. Um, and and I'm not going to show you the entire thing here, but I'm going to show you just enough because there's people's last names and there's people's names and all of that. So I'm gonna be as respectful as possible. Be as respectful as possible. What I'm about to show you. Okay, I'm gonna be respectful as possible because I'm not gonna stroll down to verify because there's family names and all that. But I saw this in the somebody put this in my chat room the other day, and I'm trying to remember who did it. I think it was um, one of the ladies who visited my chat room, who's my regular in my chat room. Let me go ahead and say this. I want to say rest in peace to Soncerae. To the family, I extend my condolences. Uh, Soncerae was a fixture in this community. And my mic okay? My mic up? Okay. She's a fixture in this community and so forth. Um, Let me go back to 2017, 2018. I want to say 2018 for sure. Um, I left Black YouTube um, right around the time of Trump. Just when the gender war, the big gender war with all the black men's channels, not mine, but when a lot of the black manosphere, black MGTOW channels was flagged during the whole adpocalypse by the pink pill, the divestors, and the BWE. And during that time, and I told these black men, you know, y'all gonna run in circles because y'all hadn't learned nothing. So I left Black YouTube because I was bored. I was bored with the gender war, bored with the same old crap, right? That we still having today. So I left. So I went to no, let me see who's in the chat room real quick. Hold on. Let's see who's in the chat room. Yeah, what's going on, Queen? So I left Black YouTube and I came back because of what I heard in this space about Soncerae. Um and what I heard about Soncerae, uh a major beef had occurred, and CPS was called, you know, by a white guy by name of Junk Pop Video. He called CPS on Soncerae, and then they had that little group called the Viper Pit. That's why I came back to Black YouTube. Um, then though she faked her own demise at the time. At the time, I was sad about it. I was pissed off about it, and that's why I became more uh, what's the term, radicalized, if you will, for lack of a better word, radicalized against you Negroes online, right? Because how you gonna drive somebody to self deletion, and y'all having this white boy over here doing the work for you? When Chunk Pop Video did this to not only Sansa Ray, he did this to Japan, and yes, you Negroes, yes, y'all did that to Japan. I don't care what Japan said. We all saw the video. Me and Garage Autonomous saw that video, and so forth. But anyway, the point is, um, I came back to Black YouTube because of her. I left Black YouTube, and since she faked her death, I said, well, I said what I said, the hell with her, you know, um, and everybody else who was involved. When I come and find out it was a fabrication. So for now, um, this has been confirmed, and um, I'm gonna say rest in peace to Sansaray, and I'm gonna extend my condolences. And let me also share something as well, right? Let me share something as well. Before I left this cesspool that we call Black YouTube, um, I was on her show. I was a regular on Sansare's show. This is a time, I want to say 2015, early part of 2016. Um, it was myself, O'Shea, and it was Sansaray and Cynthia G. Now, yes, it was two. It was the four of us at this point, and she used to do her show. Um, some I think it was like a Sunday show, and it was the four of us. Uh, myself, O'Shea, Cynthia G, and Soncerae, and we was doing the gender war at the time. And yeah. I wish I could go back to her channel, but that channel no longer exists. Um, but if you talk to O'Shea, he might tell you. Cynthia, she might tell you to buzz off. But if you talk to O'Shea, I'm sure he will provide you a lot more in detail than I. Um, so yeah, somebody sent me the link to the funeral home website. It's right here in front of you. So yeah, we had a lot of heated debates on that channel. But what I do not like, and this is my problem I have with you, Queen said, "How did she?" That part I don't know. That part I don't know. Right? I don't know. Um, it was she died somewhere in Boston. Um, she was in Boston, I believe, when she passed away, because that's where the funeral home is at, I believe. Yeah, the Boston area. I don't know, but as far as I can tell, right? And I'm not going to scroll down because it's I'm not going to scroll down because it has the family members and you know how people are, right? So anyway, I'm not going to do that on this channel. Know how some of y'all are sick in the head, so I'm not going to do that, right? And I'm not going to speak ill of the dead because yeah, she had burnt my ass. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, what's up, Soup Bone? You know, what's up, Soup Bone? What's going on with you? So yeah, so I'm going to say it's confirmed. I actually believe it on this time. I actually believe it. Okay. Um. So yeah. Um. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't come back over here, which I do have regrets of come back to Black YouTube. I think I think I think if I wasn't involved in that beef with the Viper Pit and Reg and extended to the mafia idiots, the chat mafia idiots, I would have a bigger channel by now. But I didn't care at the time. But I think I would have a bigger channel if I wasn't beefing with these dumb niggas over here. So 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 yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm speaking. No, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, don't. And that's why I'm about to go off on later on this live stream. No, no, I don't. It's really a cesspool. Now, no, and you see, and I'm gonna say it like this, George. I'm doing this with caution, right? Unlike last time, I'm doing it with caution because what happened last time. So you know, so if it's true, I contend my condolences. The website looks legitimate from that funeral home website. The link of that is in the description box, by the way. But I'm gonna talk about something though, right? And since though Queen said this, right? I'm gonna shift gears, and we're gonna shift gears over here. Okay, we're gonna shift gears. So now y'all remember this, right? Y'all all remember this live stream. Now, look at the time. January 18th, 2026. I want you to keep tabs on the time and the timestamps. What I'm about to say, because all this is in the description box, by the way. So what I'm also going to do, right? Before we get there, we're gonna go over here, right? We're gonna go over here, and yes, I'm being petty. I'm gonna be petty here. We're gonna go. This happened on September the 30th, 2024. Yes, I'm about to go here. Then we're gonna go to another live stream, right? We're gonna go to another live stream over here. Another video, right? Now, this is September the 15th, 2024. See, I'm about to go here with this, right? See, somebody got caught in a lie. Somebody over here, somebody on this live stream was caught in a lie. See, it does not take me very long, Sharon, that you've been lying your ass off. Now I know you're up in the clouds. And I'm getting really tired of people getting in the way and allowing you and others to get away with shit. Like how some of y'all allowed Kevin to get away with shit. Like how some of y'all allowed Tommy to get away with things. And then y'all acting surprised why, oh, this person on Fox, oh, this person denigrating black people. And then y'all want to do the red, black, and green with your fists in the air. Y'all can keep that. Y'all the main ones calling yourself pro-black. Y'all the main ones saying you're B1. When you got Anton, Kevin, Tommy, Pearl, and so forth, y'all allow these people to do things and say things, and then all of these people do a lot of horrible shit. Now though y'all want to be, oh man, why can't we do this? And well, y'all should have stopped them from the get-go, right? But let's go ahead and play this real quick, right? Because yes, I'm petty. I'm gonna be petty for right now.
Government stuff, right?
Right.
You know, so I mean, it employs a lot of people. The government employs an hellacious amount of people in the Aurora, Denver metro area, on top of all the schools that are there and the trade schools that are there. I mean, it's a sanctuary city. Tons of construction, dude. If you want to get working, that area is the place to be if you want to work.
Right. It's that, I don't know. It's just that, I don't. You know, if you hate being where you're at, shouldn't you go to Biloxi, Mississippi, or
oh God, no.
Alabama?
Oh, no. Like, bro, Biloxi is one of those cities where if you don't know anybody, regardless of your background, unless you're like a nurse or a doctor, dude, don't even think about getting a job there. If you don't know nobody, they're not gonna hire you. Period. Like, there are plenty of conservative areas everywhere that you can live. Like, you ain't got to be the most, you know.
Hanging out with people, want to see what we got going on. Want to check out this Pearl things that you got going on.
Do you have anything to add thus far about what we talked about, or you just hit the link and just jump up?
Say that again?
Do you have anything to say thus far about what we discussed?
No, I seen that link. I didn't see anything on the video yet. I don't know the positions that you have yet. So I'm just I'll jump in when I see fit.
I'm gonna keep on playing this, y'all. Yeah, but anyway, back I'm
to the
allowed
point,
y'all.
though, man. Like
Hold
you know,
on,
these.
I'm gonna keep playing this. I'm gonna let it run because I'm really getting tired of some people trying to play me for a fucking fool over here, and I'm getting tired of people like him being left off the hook. These points, you know, it got to go. You know, it's so asinine. You know, let's use Anger Man, right? Talking about, you know, he's Bino, he's black fatigue and shit. Well, nigga, if you black fatigue,
Him talking black fatigue?
yeah, talking about black fatigue. Well,
Come on,
nigga,
man.
why you here then? Why you among niggas then? If you got black fatigue,
They can't make any money without stupid fucking black people. Like
yeah.
Anton Daniels can't make any money without gaslighting black people to their face, so that way he can draw in a whole bunch of white bigots. That's what his game is to do that type of stupid shit. So I don't suggest nobody. Similar to what Pearl is right now, you're gonna run into a corner to where you can't get out of that shit.
That is a weapon that is used by the people that want to stay in their position of power. And they use these other men or other I don't even know what you call them characters, for example, to keep other people not voting and keep them
Correct.
into this. And so that's why we do have to represent it. It is a weapon that they are using against us as a people, and we do got to recognize it and start combating it properly. So this way we can get people that's about action. We need to get them just as popular as the people that is about bullshit.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem right there. I'm glad you said that, and I have to stop you at this specific point. That's been here. At the end of the day, there was a concerted effort by the full-time YouTubers to bring in the lost man as cover for what they were doing. These people know the difference between me being a seven-figure dude since 2013, since I've
presented. It is a weapon that they are using against us as a people, and we do got to recognize it and start combating it properly.
Everything entertainment because they're effing stupid. And as long as you have,
I'm glad MOT said it, right, because that was the point I'm gonna make on this one. This space originally, right? This space was not no fuckery, you know. Oh, we're here for the laughs. We're here to jokes. We're here for the you know. We're gonna do no. This space was originally a serious space. Now, MOT and I been here a very long time, and that's why I'm tired of you niggas who came here after the pandemic. You post-pandemic niggas, you Negroes who came here after Trump or no, the post Donald Trump era, the Kevin Samuels era. You know, anybody can do a panel on a serious topic like, oh, child abuse, police brutality, and all of that, and we had to deal with ignorant niggas talking. That's why in the title of this video is why aren't you serious? People over here who've been along long enough before the whole Kevin Samuels and before the Black Menacer 2.0 was created. There were serious topics over it. Now though, it's just jokes and people want to be pimps. It's all about entertainment now. While the people who are on the while the Tommies and the Antons and the Charleston Whites of the world can get on Fox News and they come over in this space, roaming around in this space, and then they go on Fox News and disrespect you. And y'all keep continuously doing this over and over again. That's why I said though on DJ Witch Doctors a few hours ago. I don't like you niggas. I really don't. Because y'all keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what MOT call it, Delta Novembers. And I see why he called y'all Delta Novembers. Everything to y'all is about money, it's about cash, it's about, you know, doing all this bells and whistles. If Pearl can come up in this space and be used as a tool, right? And Nick Fuentes can come up in here and use y'all so he can build a bigger platform. That's why I have no respect for a lot of you niggas who wanna look the other way. What's really is going on. You're being used. I've been here long enough to know what's going on.
Results, and you don't respect the YouTube political thing and don't even bring it up as something that somebody should respect at all, you'll be fine. Just stay in reality. Once you lower your head toward, oh well,
right.
There's a whole group of people in the manosphere who operates off that type of logic, and that's not where I'm at, and that's not where half of the manosphere is.
But the problem is, we cannot act like it's not a valuable weapon to deceive people and to get them to vote a certain way and to communicate a certain way, so it can keep giving the people that do want to do what you are doing and actually putting boots on the ground. Like, it gives them leeway, because when you start voting locally, you realize there's only like 1,000 votes that's going to vote in somebody that could destroy your whole educational system, right? So,
but the whole thing about the black manosphere is not voting.
So the problem comes in when you get these people to stay docile by listening to the rhetoric and they don't get outside. That is a weapon that is.
Let's stop right there, right? Let's stop right there, because you know, he got the nerve to say that, right? He got the nerve to say that, right? So I'm trying to find this part over here, because when Ben and Grace Trope was over here, and no, right, and let's look at the time. See, timestamps matter, right? Time matters, right? September the 30th, 2024. Right. This is when this live stream was occurred. Right. So let's just move up and let's see what Sharon said.
Criminals be turned criminals. We all just turn our back on a criminal.
Wrong.
Unlike you, my Gemini brother, Big J with your crazy self. Okay, so
now you know what though. Let's skip that. Let's skip this point, right? Because this is really what it really is pissing me off. I don't like tyranny. Okay? Me and tyranny don't see eye to eye on shit. We don't. And nigga, tyranny in this live stream, this white man called tyranny all sorts of B words. But you got a problem with the word boy. Tyranny was attacked by 2 white people on your panel. But yet you want to come over here. Yet, nigga, you want to come over here in the early years of 2000, in the 18th day of 2026, trying to tell us about what we should do.
It's used by the people that want to stay in their position of power, and they use these other men or other I don't even know what you call them, characters, for example, to keep other people not voting and keep them
Correct.
into this. And so that's why we do have to represent it. It is a weapon that they are using against us as a people, and we do got to recognize it and start combating it properly. So this way we can get people that's about action. We need to get them just as popular as the people that is about bullshit.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem right there. I'm glad you said that. And I have to stop you at this specific point. That's been here. At the end of the day, there was a concerted effort by the full-time YouTubers to bring in the lost man as cover for what they were doing. These people know the difference between me being a seven-figure dude since 2013, since I've been here. They know that. At the end of the day, they chose what they chose on purpose, so that way they wouldn't have to focus on reality. So you can't say that nonsense is somehow is going to be less than actual substance. People came here for entertainment on purpose. They didn't come here to solve problems, and it is never going to be that.
Right. See, let's talk about MOT. Let's talk about MOT. Oh, no, you know what? You know what? I got something to say. Because somebody's in that chat room. I want you to hit this link. I want you to hit this link. Somebody who's in this chat room, I want you to hit this link. You know who you are. Hit this link. Because I'm going to address you too. I'm going to address your ass too. Because what I'm going to do, since you showed up in my chat room, let's address you. All right? We're going to go over here. Okay? Let's address the bullshit.
It's good to see you, Ed.
Right. You see, I'm going to address your ass. See, I'm petty. Now, do you know what's about to happen? Soul provider. Do you know what's about to happen? What you did a few hours ago. I want to know who did that. And you know what that is. So, who did that? In fact, let me ignore Sharon for a minute. Because I'm petty. Because, see, the thing is, you niggas love to get up in the fucking way of shit. Let's go over here, because I'm petty.
Talked about. I have my own channel. I've had my own channel for 10 years. I don't even get on every last one of BJ's shit. They let Nick Fuentes call them the N-word. Their face. I'm talking about black women, and black women still go there. But me, oh shit. Where's this energy for your local politician? Where's this energy for your local pastor? Y'all ain't got nothing.
Here we go.
Here comes a new challenger.
Man, Big J, long time.
Okay, well, you just said though, why don't you take it to your pastor? You said why don't you take it to your politician? But then you and B just claimed that when it comes to fraternity fraud, y'all help pass bills. Y'all help pass legislation. Now,
number one, hey, you ain't heard me say that shit.
No, nigga. But you put it in but yet, nigga, you said it, Edward. Okay. Yeah. I got smoke for everybody.
No.
But like your master teacher
I'm telling you right now. Do not talk about what BGS talked about. I have my own channel. I've had my own channel for 10 years. I don't even get on every last one of BJ's hangout. So actually use your words and divide up. I'm not here to speak for BGS.
Yeah, man, but you've been BGS's little bitch for at least a better part of those 10 years you've been on YouTube. For at least 7 to 8 years. So what the hell are you talking about?
I speak for me. BGS ain't here. So we're not about to now I gotta deal with and I talk about fraternity fraud. I've talked about it before. I don't we help pass bill. You haven't heard me say that. So we're not doing that. What I got is BGS because you can go to his response channel and he'll talk to you about that shit.
Next question. Do you think that the Manosphere Red Pill community is a hate group? Yeah,
no.
Yes or no? Well, according to the government of Australia, according to the government of now it's the government of Brazil now. I mean, so I mean, do you think this might be the last year that the Manosphere as a whole will be a functional community online?
No.
And let me ask you something. What makes the Manosphere space not a hate group?
You're giving me a double negative. What makes the Manosphere a hate group, dude? Well,
you pounding on your windshield and pounding on your dashboard saying never when you calling women out the names and everything else on your videos on a daily basis, Edward. What makes it not a hate group?
Because the government says because what? Because Australia said so? Because Brazil said so?
Well, because the
number one, that's not true. The Brazil said the passport bros were like some kind of book. That's what quote, and that's not even been even shown. That's like somebody said in an article, which is not official. Because if that was official.
Now, Soul, you there? Now, who paid that bounty? See, now though, you want to act cute. Now though, so you want to act cute over here. So I'm gonna do to you what you did to me over there. You know what? Come back until man, you fix your shit. Let's go ahead and keep playing this.
So they would have rounded them niggas up just like Trump is rounding motherfuckers up in ICE. But they had but that's not. They don't know nothing about the Manosphere. Passport bro is part.
There was a bounty that was. Yeah, I have to respect what was said to me. So.
Oh wow! So.
Right. So yeah. So. I hope your internet is working. Can you please explain that? Because I'm no person. I have no fucking patience for you. Anybody who hangs around with Reg, the leftovers from Reg, the Bad Guys channel, I have no patience for the chat mafia niggas. Who paid you the bounty? Come on now, Soul. We're here, Soul. Who paid for the bounty? In fact, you know what? Bye-bye. Take your ass up out of here. Because I will not be disrespected. See how that worked? See how that worked? You will not, and that goes to everybody. Don't you fucking disrespect me. Now let's go ahead. So enough with him. Right, let's get right back to where I was originally at.
A person has to make the individual choice and decision upon listening to both to go do one or the other. And
So
there
if
is
people,
no point.
so if people don't, do you think the news is a proper place to have an understanding of what's going on in the political world?
Where? What news? No, not right now. Not in the Trump administration.
Okay, so where should they go to have a understanding of the political world?
No, but this stuff is local. Like
but I need you to answer the question so we can have an understanding.
Okay. If you don't know American history.
No, but you didn't answer the question.
Okay. I will answer it again. I will answer it again. You're looking for one source. The baseline, the actual foundation is the understanding of the history of the country. Because none of the stuff that's happening now isn't anything that's different that was happening in the 80s, isn't anything different that was happening in the 50s, isn't anything different that was happening in the early 1900s or the 1800s. If you do not have a foundation of the history of the country of where you live at, there is no one.
Let me stop right there. So Candy Cane, you said, did he get a chance to reply? No, but he can't bring his black ass over here no more. I'm gonna let you think about it. He had his chance. He fucked up. So he can't bring his black ass over here no more. See again though, I will not be disrespected by no goddamn body over here. And I don't want to hear no shit about we like you, Big J. No, motherfucker. If you want to like me, you better fucking respect me, motherfuckers. That goes to everybody else. And this ain't no, oh, you got thin skin. No, he allowed all them monkeys over there to do some hoe ass shit. Because he thinks shit is funny. And what Edward, and the problem with Edward is, and what I was asking Edward was fundamental. Are you aware, Edward Anderson, or that these governments are calling y'all a hate group? It is actual a question that should have been answered. Because I don't know, go to, Australian Broadcasting Network. Go to the DW network, the BBC, all these other networks. Every time you type in the manosphere, is always linked to some murder, some woman getting deleted. There's this femicide being increased. So that's what I was asking Edward. How long, man, y'all gonna allow to call yourselves manosphere? That was the point I'm trying to get. But yet you got those chatting mafia niggas over there. You got Shatera, stupid ass. And Shatera, I saw that bullshit you did on DJ Witch Doctor's channel. I suggest, though, woman, you leave me the fuck alone because I ain't talking to you. You should have minded your fucking business. Yes, I'm petty. But anyway, let's get right back to over here. Just like though I gave Soul Provider a chance. The little small bit of chance, he didn't give me no chance when I was over there. Fuck him.
Singular news source that's going to get you up to speed. You have to get yourself up to speed by understanding the history of the country or where you are. I know you're looking for one source, but that's not
okay. It seemed, man, you back over here.
Yeah, my audio's acting up. I'm in the office.
Okay. Who paid that bounty?
Oh, who paid the bounty? Well, there's a proxy bounty on you. I don't know if you're aware. But,
I am fully aware of that shit.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say this right. Fuck you. Fuck that person who did the bounty, and fuck that old ass nigga who's doing the proxy shit.
Okay, well, first of all, I mean, I actually wanted to talk to Edward. I actually did, but yeah, then the bounty got sent in. I'm like, oh shit, that's basically what happened. Because I actually wanted to confront it. I thought that would have been good, but the proxy thing was, I guess was activated.
You got an old nigga who's 55 years old, 60 years old. Hey, Stanley, there is a bitch nigga by the name of what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's that bitch nigga's name?
Who? You asking me?
Yeah, I was bound to say his name in his name was at the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I got a bunch of them over on my channel.
Right. I'm really getting tired of these sorry ass niggas though.
What's up, so?
I really am.
What's going on, Stanley?
Now, I'm really getting tired of that whole ass shit. Now, the question to Edward was: you see all these countries declaring that the Manosphere and the Red Pill are a hate group. That's the point I'm trying to tell to Edward. Yet though, I got cut off.
Like I said, the bounty came in after respected. That's all. That's it.
Are you that hungry for cash? Like that to accept bounties?
No, come on. I'm not even monetized, Big J. Stop. You're the one who's monetized. I'm not even monetized.
No, maybe you should be monetized so you wouldn't be worried about, I got to do bounties.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to this year. Hopefully this year. We'll see.
I highly doubt it with all that bullshit your ass is doing.
Guilty. But Ed was saying that you're actually within the Manosphere. He still thinks you're in the Manosphere. What do you think about that?
That's bullshit. Because I want some of the key members gone. And don't think I'm just talking about the black one. I'm talking about the entire goddamn Manosphere itself.
I don't know, Big J. I mean, it has went to other platforms. TikTok, all these other platforms.
I don't care. I don't care went to TikTok or whatever. I said the entire goddamn thing.
Okay, so how are you gonna do it though? Because it's only growing. I mean, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna stop it?
Produce government policies that'll stop young men for joining in the first damn place.
Okay, go for it. I mean, I want to see you do it.
Now, I want to know how much did that bitch nigga pay you?
I'm not gonna mention how much he paid, but it was something I couldn't ignore. I'll tell you that.
Let's say $220.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you the number. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, is it north of or south of? North of or south of?
It was a pretty penny. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. But it was paid. No, that's it. That's it.
Because I'm really getting tired of his old ass fucking with me and trying to write me some secret ass love letters to me and shit.
Love letters.
See, no, yeah. I'm tell you about that old ass nigga. That old ass nigga who doing that bullshit. Let me tell you something. That's weird. I don't talk to that bitch ass nigga. Never even had spoken a word. Me and him never been on a panel together. Me and him have never sit there and said a word to him. He's mad. He mad over some fake ass bullshit. Because he said he has some he fabricated some bullshit talking about, oh yeah, man, you did something about putting white people over black people. Now, if he's man enough to pay money to you or any of them niggas, he need to bring his black ass, his old gray black ass over here. Can really get tired of these 60-year-old niggas being fucking man childs. I expect you to fucking grow up.
I'm 60.
Stanley, you got an old nigga, right? You got an old nigga who's in his 60s doing some bullshit behind the scenes. And he's paying soul provider to do some hoe ass shit.
Oh, okay, it's behind the scenes because
Yeah.
I'm 60 and too often I get accused of doing it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
see, like that nigga need worry about why he took a picture of himself on the bed with his legs crossed. He need worry about that shit.
Man,
Is this the guy you had on last night, SP?
Nah, that's Edward Anderson. Nah, it's just,
Yeah, that's Edward Anderson.
He seemed fairly interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that nigga need to leave me the fuck alone. Cause I'm really not fucking with him. For real. Now, I hope we understand one another. And one thing, hold on. Let me help you out too, though. Right? I want you to scroll down. Do you see these things? Do you see the sub button? I don't sub up to you. Hope you know that, right? I'm not subbed to your channel.
Why not?
Hope you understand that.
Why
no,
not?
because though you on some bullshit. You on some bullshit. That's why.
Okay, am I that bad, Big J? Really? I'm not that bad.
It's what though you allow. It's what you allow.
Come on, Big
anyway,
J.
Though.
Hey, Big J, I was in the running for Rhodes Scholar. Is that what you called it? So
yeah, you were for last year.
I subbed to his channel just for the ego boost.
There you go. See, Stanley has good attitude. See?
No, what is that? What I forgot that nigga's name.
Ooh.
See that's how much though I'm not on that nigga's not in my head. But yet though he keep doing some hoe ass shit though. I'm really getting tired of that shit. Cause nobody ain't fucking with him. With him or them niggas on Chat Mafia. I don't fuck with them niggas over there.
Well, you used to. You used to be in John's chat, weren't you?
Huh?
You used to be in John's chat a while ago, right?
No. I stopped fucking with Don.
No, not Don. I'm talking about John the Analyst.
I don't fuck with him no more.
Oh, wow.
After that video he put out, I don't fuck with his ass no more.
Oh, okay.
I don't fuck any of y'all over there. But anyway, though, hold on. Queen. Hold on, what did Queen Sun Kids put out? Hold on, let me go ahead and play that. Okay. You have a nice morning. Bye-bye. Let me see what Queen talking about. Hold on. Let me go on my YouTube.
Oh, what'd you do? Bounce him?
No. I was about to, but he left. I was about to kick his ass out. See, the thing is, I don't play.
Yeah, I see
I don't
that.
play. I don't play with juvenile behavior by grown ass men. I don't have time for that shit. If you're grown, I expect you to be grown.
Hey, when you get a second, there's a response I wanted to give to Candy Cane, which is on your topic. And then before you absolutely leave, I have a book I want to show you in a video. It's a political philosophy book that I just discovered just before I came up to the panel that I just bought. And it might interest you. There's a point. He's a Harvard professor who makes a point that people probably, I've said it before, but people won't believe. Back in the day, back during the Enlightenment, what we call conservative and liberals, they were more or less like in the same camp. And according to this professor, it was Rousseau who kind of caused the split. And the split was over making money. You know, the conservatives tended to be more economics minded. And I thought it was a great point. And you know me, I'm a closet political philosopher. Well, student is more like it. In my old age, I need a hobby, and political philosophy seems to be it, or one of them. So I figured you would appreciate that.
I think that's where the term where classical liberalism.
Exactly. Well, you would know that. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
so many people don't.
Mm-hmm. And then when they open their mouths and talking about two-party system and all that, I'm like, y'all not really aware what's going on. Y'all just spewing something that somebody else tells you, and it's
Yes.
kind of like this space does. But hold on, Queen put out a video, and let me segue over here. Let me segue. Shout out to Queen Sunkiss. Let's go over here real quick.
Everyone, for those of you who do not know who I am Dominique or Dom or Dommy or however you know me. I am Soncerae's daughter. A lot of you have been wondering what's been happening and wondering, what the fuck. And we've been kind of wondering what the fuck too, unfortunately. But to kind of give you guys, to get you guys up to speed as to what has been going on over this past weekend, I'm going to give it to you from my perspective, because I feel like I can, but I can't speak for everyone that has been, any other family members. But this past Friday, I was in DC visiting my family, and my grandmother had called my father at around, I think, like 7 p.m. Then my father came to me, basically saying that my mother was in the hospital for a heart attack, and it wasn't looking too good. Didn't know anything else other than that. Immediately, I'm looking for flights. I'm looking for rental cars. I'm trying to figure out how soon I could get here in Georgia. While I'm doing that, my dad comes to me again, and this is basically when I find out that my mom had basically was unresponsive due to the heart attack, and he only really further emphasized that it was bad, basically.
My condolences, right? I'm gonna give my condolences. Yeah, I'm not going to continue on. This confirms it, and yeah. So yeah, thank you, Queen Sunkiss, for giving me the link. So it confirms, and yes, it is her daughter. It is her daughter though, because I remember. Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, let's get back to the topic. I'm not gonna play more of it, y'all. Um, the video is right here. Black Macho channel update. Yeah, Mancho it's Mancho, is it? Not. Well, anyway, go over there. So anyway, where were we at, Stanley?
I was talking about a book. You were talking Soul Provider.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we have a low, Candy, one thing I wanted to say, I honestly, Candy Cane made the point that, do you blame the entertainers because the public, the viewing public prefers entertainment over like, news or information? And, you know, my response to that is I think we have a lot of people up here, and it's not just in our particular sector, whatever you want to call it, it's throughout the media verse in the United States and probably the world. There are people, and I think Fox News is fits squarely into it. There are people who either intentionally blur the lines, so it's infotainment. That's literally a word, infotainment. Or the content provider thinks he's providing information and isn't smart enough to know that it's bad information. And I'm thinking of Anton Daniels talking to Corey, what's his name? Okay, Anton Daniels he talked to Jason Whitlock and literally said that he provided an intellectual response to Corey Holcomb. That response about the triangle trade, that response about the Republican Party being the party of black people was so ahistorical. Dude wasn't smart enough to figure out that he wasn't providing information, he was providing misinformation. Okay, these people swear they're providing solutions, but they're not, even if they think they are. So if your content provider isn't in command of the content he's providing, then what do you call that? They think it's information. It really should be entertainment because it's misinformation. And that's where the wires seem to be getting crossed. And sometimes the audience isn't any smarter than the content provider. That's a huge problem.
And the problem is, you know, on top of that, right, is America reads at what, an 8th grade level?
Yes, 6th grade.
6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade level, right? Half of this country reads at a 6th grade level. And it's sad, though, because some of these people on these panels and people who try to respond to me, like, there's this idiot who's making videos to me. I'm not going to address him, but there's an idiot who feeds ducks at his pond. Talking about, no, he's part of the manager. He's MGTOW and shit. Yet he can't read at a sixth grade level. Trying to explain. You know, if you can't articulate yourself and you can't comprehend what's being written or what's being said, why are you talking? That's been the biggest pet peeve of mine.
I had a conversation, which might even be interesting for you to review one of these days, about America's education standard being too low. And dude, the person I was talking to, I just couldn't get what I was trying to say across to him. It could be that I don't know how to communicate, but I think I told, you know, when I say that if you graduate from high school reading at a 6th grade level, the cards are stacked against you. But he kept saying, no, you could be a plumber and you could be successful. I'm like, yes, you can be, but the odds are you won't get to your full potential because you only read at a 6th grade level. Well, you can learn how to do it, you know, at the, you know, later in life. I'm like, dude, you've got 12 years of your life to do nothing but learn. If you don't take advantage of it and your parents or whoever don't make you take advantage of it, why should you be overcoming something like that later in life when you could do it in your youth when you learn better? Okay, older people don't learn as quickly or as thoroughly as young people do. So anyway, that's kind of a caveat to what you're saying. It's 6th grade, but no one seems to think that's a problem, or hardly anyone.
Yeah, and you know, but you got people on here lending their get their information from Chat GPT as if that's supposed to be the authority of information. When Chat GPT only give you information based upon your own prejudice. feelings at the moment.
Oh, and
Confirmation
then
bias.
they trash you when you talk about some book you read.
Right. 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 You know, okay, like I mean, you like what happened to Edward Anderson, right? When he was on Soul Providers channel.
Mhm.
He keep talking about fraternity fraud. There has been this idea of fraternity fraud. 30% of men is you'll have fraternity fraud. I used to believe that, right? Uh, um, Stanley, I used to
Yeah,
believe that shit.
that's an astronomical number.
Right, right. Until I done some research about that 30% of fraternity fraud. Come to find out, right, that it was, and I did a video on that, and sooner or later, after I do this live stream, I'm gonna tag you to that video I did. This about 2 years ago, when I actually did the research behind that. Paternity, not fraternity. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. See, I'm messing up. Paternity, not fraternity. Paternity.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know why, but you understand what I'm saying, right? But
Yeah, I do.
yeah. But the thing was, so the thing is, it come from a study done in Australia by a British scientist who was at a small town. It was a small town out there in the middle of nowhere. That where because it was a bunch of men. You know how if you ever live in a small town, if you
Yeah, I
live in a
live
small
in a
town,
small.
right? Okay, I mean, I'm talking about I'm talking about for those you don't know. If you live in a small town, there's gonna be people who gonna be fucking. Okay, everybody's gonna be, so there's nobody. Everybody. A woman might be having 2-3 partners in these small towns. So the thing is so he looked at this classroom in Australia where it showed you was it Australia. Well, anyway, where it showed you that the children, the school children, a third of them didn't have their fathers was somebody who was not married to their mothers, and that man was raising these children that he didn't know that that was somebody else's. So that's where I said that. Um, that's where I said though that bullshit about the 30% of men, of the paternity fraud thing. That's why I keep telling you it's a lie that comes from a foreign country in 1972. Why y'all in 2024 and 2025 and in 2026 trying to repeat a study that happened in 1972 when Richard Nixon was president? And he was only talking about a small town. He wasn't talking about all of Australia. He wasn't talking about all of Great Britain. He wasn't talking about all of the English-speaking world. And he certainly was not talking about the United States of America. He was talking about that one little small town in middle of nowhere. So he took that. Everybody took that and made it about, yeah, man, black women. There was no black women in that small town. Black women, man, man, the 30% of black the fathers are not, So that needs to stop. So every time I see Edward spewing that nonsense, I get blocked, or somebody gonna do a bounty on me. I'm tired of that shit. To tell you the truth, of these uneducated arguments that makes no damn sense. Oh, am I live? Hold on. Okay, I'm live. Okay, I thought I hit the button. Stanley. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I thought though you dropped off or something, but yeah. I'm just tired of the narrative, these lies, and then people get in these red pill idiot clowns in the chat room get all enraged and they going to black women or going to women in general, and like Pearl even said that the other night against Anna. I'm like, y'all don't do your research, and there's already laws passed, already about if a woman if a woman does something, misidentify the father on child support and all that. There's already procedures behind that. There's been laws passed for like the last 10, 12 years about that. But you let these idiots tell it, they say, well, it's still broken. And it's like what MLT said, they need this entertainment, quote unquote. They lie to entertain so that they want to make money off the misery of other people. So that's why I get pissed off about, So anyway, let me continue what's going on. Let me continue a little bit what Sharon was trying to do over here.
Not even gonna make it. What am I supposed to say? MSNBC, NBC. That Trump runs the news cycle. He runs the news cycle. So you can't say there's one actual news place that you're going to go to that's going to keep you up to speed. Most of this stuff is understanding what has happened within the country before you even come to the point of trying to find one singular news source. Right. And people are trying to skip that.
But the problem is, we still have to recognize that majority of people are not interested in history, reading.
Okay, well, fuck them. Don't make it my responsibility to bring them up to speed when they don't have the actual understanding of the actual country to which they live. You cannot bypass the history of the country and just say yada yada, bring them up to speed now. No, these people are confused and lost, and they made a deliberate choice to not know the information that can help them.
Also, those people that's making deliberate choices, they are voting things that's going to affect people that actually have the information. So they be voting. They don't even know that they are voting against. They don't know that they're voting.
But the thing is,
love to get out of full sentence, my brother. Get.
The thing is, though, the object, the objective is not make people to vote.
Yes.
Right. And see, and that's my problem with this space, right? They try to tell you, Stanley, is from what I got from this space, they tell you do not get engaged. We're still victims of the white supremacy, right? We're still victims of white supremacy, but don't vote, don't do nothing. Blame them Democrats, blame the immigrants, blame the Somalians, blame the Mexicans. Let's blame the gays, blame everybody except for blaming the power structure.
Well, did you hear what that little thing that Sharon said that I would have loved to have explored, where he said that there are people who aren't informed who affect the people who are informed? And I would have actually started asking him, well, what are your thoughts on democracy? I mean, that's happened forever. Are you saying there are some people who shouldn't vote? I would have made him follow up on that. And by the way, I don't think Sharon voted. A lot of those people, and I consider Sharon Bracey manosphere for several reasons. But I'm betting he is like Corey Holcomb and didn't vote.
I'm glad though you see it. Yeah. I view Sharon as manosphere.
Yeah, if you've ever heard that, if you begin your sentence with "as a man," I begin to suspect you're manosphere.
No, but
nobody's questioning that. I'm talking about you in general. Right, all those manosphere types, and Sharon did it a couple times on Sunday. You letting this woman over talk, like, yeah, why not? What's wrong? What does her having a being a woman have to do with her over talking you?
And then though, what kills it, right? What kills me about this, because I was about to play it, right? I was about to play it, you know, when him and him and Mo Love got into it, right? And because I put out this thing, well, how can you say what you say when before you started your channel, you was side kicking um um sidekicking with Daryl Long, when Daryl Long was doing the whole "I'm a simp God, black woman is God," and Ron was playing the red pill the red pill part. And this was when Princella was over here. You know who Princella is, right?
I believe I do.
Right. She was over here, right? And she was talking about, you know, how men are that men are incapable of love, right? Now 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 he started to go red pill on that to her, right? And well, you know, I was on the panel. Yeah, yeah. Like they was playing that good cop, bad cop bullshit. And when I was on that panel, I saw for what it really was, because both of them were playing the same, you know, they're playing on the same side, but one was playing the bad cop, good cop towards Princella. Now I was going to say this to Princella, and I did a video on this too, by the way. I said, men are capable of love. It's just that we are not taught to show it, because society tells us do not show our feelings, because we're supposed to be stoic.
Yeah, and most people don't understand stoicism.
Right. Like we supposed to, we are supposed to show no emotion.
Well, no, that, and you know this as well as I do. Stoicism says control your emotions. It doesn't say don't show them.
Dang. Well, I'm glad though you said that, right? Control your emotions, but in the context of how America pop cultural is, and how, you know, we're supposed to be like how John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, and you know, you know how they stood there with a steel nerve, and they have a you know, they was, you know, going through danger with steel nerve, with you know, blasting people away without making a sound, without showing any outwardly emotion as they gunning down the Indians and gunning down the bank robbers. You know, I mean, one of my favorite westerns is Good, Bad, and the Ugly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Clint Eastwood did not show. Hold on, be right back.
Well, while we have this pause, Candy, did my answer at least get close to a cogent response? I don't see there's no problem with entertainment if you know you're being entertaining. And the other thing is informing people is the solution. Okay, you're not gonna, you know, these people who want to say, well, you know, this person has no solutions. Well, the solution is I am informing you of something that you may not have known. Not forewarned is forearmed. You come up with your own solution, but the solution for the reason I'm yapping on this panel is to let you know something. So I think that, you know, the no solutions thing, this, you know, whoever has no solutions, I think that is not, I don't even know what that means. Do you expect some person up on a TV or a phone or, you know, YouTube panel to have solutions tailored to your needs? The information is the solution.
Right. Because I think though, but hey Stanley, I'll be right back. Are you
Yeah,
able to stay on for a minute? Because
I am.
okay.
I got till 10 o'clock when the Supreme Court starts.
Oh, really? Supreme Court supposed to meet? What they supposed to meet on?
They're gonna Lisa Cook. The Lisa Cook case is today.
Oh, okay.
The Fed governor that Trump is trying to fire, the black woman.
Oh yeah.
That is today at 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be live for it, but I want to hear it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll be back around on about 10 more minutes. So if you want to hang on here, I'm gonna put myself in the back. I'll let you say, just yap, whatever. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Well, Candy, what do you think of my response? You understand, but I mean, is it something you could agree with? Is it something? I mean, if you got a response, I'm open to the response. I just don't see it. And look, I have a very dry show, but and there's enough fuckery on it, especially on the weekends. But I don't profess to have solutions. I don't think people have enough information sometimes to vote or that sort of thing. Plus, I just like, there's several things I get out of the show. One is trashing MAGA, which I always enjoy. I enjoy the reactions more than the actual trashing. I do have a thing for, news, always have since I was a kid. And, maybe it's satisfying some Walter Cronkite fantasy, but there's a purpose to the show. The entertainment, is kind of a byproduct sometimes, but it's never it's not the first priority. So, Stanley versus the world on the road. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Dave, I wish you'd been in the audience yesterday. Me and Ruthless Truth and Imperious, as a matter of fact, we're talking about the educational standards. I'm pretty sure that the average reading level in the United States is 6th grade. And that standard is way too low. I think that's part of the problem. And reading comprehension and actually understanding what you read, I think, is actually a bigger problem. So you missed a good time. I don't know why. I actually had a bunch of. I had Charles up there. MOT was up there. We had a good old time there for once. It was actually productive for once. So today I have no clue what I'm going to do other than the Supreme Court thing, which I'm intensely interested in. Trump needs a loss on that. He shouldn't be tinkering with the Fed, with the Fed at all. Yeah, Candy, I need to do better about asking for final thoughts, but it's so weird for me, Candy. To be honest, I'm okay with nobody up on the panel or people I actually want to talk to up on the panel. A lot of people don't like coming up on my panel for probably everybody. Most people would probably understand why, and I understand why, but because my panel tends not to be for the faint of heart. And, the people who do come up regularly, I actually really appreciate because they have spine, which, is always a good thing in a political debate. Oh, Lana Love, I wish you knew how much shit that I get. People, there are people who basically trash me. Well, Stanley, did you read it in a book? Or everything you know is in a book. Now I'm a 60-year-old man who is a naval officer, a line officer. So I was actually out on the ships leading men. I've worked in corporate. I'm a father. I'm a widower. So I've had a full life, which has been enhanced by reading stuff in a book. I'm trying to learn how to make sourdough bread, and I have a bread book. So for the people who just like, books are like water to the Wicked Witch of the West, I kind of feel sorry. The white man's education. Well, I hate to tell you, but we live in a white man's country. And if you want to succeed in it, you better know some stuff that he knows. I don't know where people think we live. So the white man's education. I wonder if a lot of these people know that before it was the white man's education, it was the African and the Arab education. European knowledge did not spring out of the brain of Isaac Newton. Calculus existed before Isaac Newton. Bet people didn't realize this is actually a really interesting thing. The reason Europe didn't even get started earlier crossing the Atlantic is because they didn't know how to tack, which is the sailing maneuver that allows you to move against the wind. Guess who invented tacking? The Arabs did. So, that technology that got the Portuguese, when they started venturing down the west coast of Africa, I can't remember. It took them like 100 years or something it was like 80 years or something to discover the Cape of Good Hope at the tip of Africa, because they didn't know how to sail. They had to stay close to shore. And while they were staying close to shore, of course, they were kidnapping Africans off the beach. The Portuguese are the ones who kind of started what we recognize as an African slave trade, external to Africa. So I wonder if people know all that. Don't mind the white man's money, but hate his education. Yeah, that is a bit of a dichotomy. Is that how you survive my panel, Deacon Dave? Go silent when it comes up or change the topic. Throw an ad hominem if it makes you comfortable. That pretty much sounds like my panel. So Deacon Dave, see, he's cracked the code. I'm impressed, actually. So well, I had nothing planned. You can learn as an adult, but I can tell you right now, as an adult, when I was a kid, I've taken like 3 years of Latin. I've taken French, German. Never took Spanish, but had a Puerto Rican girlfriend or two in college. So, at one point in time, I could at least understand it. It would be hell for me to learn a language at 60. I probably could, but you just pick up things so much quicker when you're young. Trying to go back to college as an adult, I know from personal experience, because my father did it. Once you have the responsibilities of being a father and a breadwinner and all that, going back to college is hell. Do it while you're young, that sort of thing. Hey, Big J.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I don't know what you're on, but yeah, I'm looking at. I think
No, whatever. It was just general banter.
Okay. There's a YouTube channel that I watch called NY I forgot her channel name. She just announced though she stopped.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she's fascinating
And
and
the thing
beautiful,
is,
by the way.
oh yeah. Too bad though she has a man, because I would try. I'll try to holler at her, but
I'd be disappointed if she didn't have a man.
Oh yeah.
She is awesome.
She has it, and she's ran off of YouTube. I meant to do a live stream on this yesterday, and I didn't have but like I and I have an idea of who ran her off.
Oh wow.
I have an idea who ran her off. I think it's a mixture of white supremacists and Hebrew Israelites.
Oh wow.
Because if you ever watch her video, she always talking about, she's her grandmother was mixed and she was passing for white, and then and she tried to do videos on the race in America and all that. And some of the things that she, wait a minute, what happened? What happened to my? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
I'm still here.
Okay. And what happened to, like some of the videos she did, it kind of discredited the Albo argument about the word black, because the Europeans was calling everybody black who was not of Northern European ancestry, right? And she kind of
Northern Europeans, like you can see it. Some of these period movies, they call Italians black, they call Indians black,
right?
South Asians,
right? So it kind of disproved the argument of these so-called these Negroes who keep talking about, well, we was here first before the white man got here and shit, right? It kind of just disproved. And she out there putting out papers out, putting out documents out, the etymology of words and stuff. And then come to find out, though, they ran her out off of YouTube. She can't. She said, "This is my last YouTube channel."
It's probably her man who's like, "You need to get off."
Right. That's probably what it is.
Let me talk about just one quick thing before Sunkissed, because I see you here. Hey, Sunkissed. There is nothing to disprove when it comes to that native, blacks were here first. There's no evidence of it. In the books that they want you to read, those books it's just hearsay. There are people, there's a guy who comes up on my channel who thinks that Vikings, white people, were here before the Indians. So, everybody wants to be indigenous to America, but there's no evidence either way. And, if the Olmec statues or whatever they're called, those Olmec rocks, with Negroid features, if that's your evidence, then that's not much evidence. It's statuary. It's a carving. It's not evidence or enough evidence. Yeah, Deacon Dave, those Olmec things, they look like black people. That's your evidence. So no, there's no evidence. So I'm done yapping about that. My bad.
I'm sorry, y'all. It was somebody calling me. Yeah, I'm really getting, like some of the things she uncovered. I see people making death threats to her, talking about, though, we going to quote unquote grave you, and she said, man, she has enough.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's sad to see that.
You knew who she was.
Oh, I've been watching her channel. I've been watching her channel.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that is terrible. So I was like, it must be the red pills plus the racist. Plus any other weird group of dudes.
Mm-hmm.
This lady can't tell her own history. Is that bad?
A weird group of dudes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I
I
can say
always,
something much worse. I'm trying to be nice.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just look at it and I'm just like, I'm so like, man, like I would love to interview her or somebody like her.
Speak my mic. Okay,
Like
hold on.
like you kind of low. You kind of low on your end.
Y'all know I be in the basement anyway.
Yeah. But
Mm,
I just I'm just um disappointed to see her go.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah. You sound
You
good.
do.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that's a that's accessible information that you ain't got to go look for, and they done read this laid out thing. YouTube, you know, there really should be some laws for that type of stuff, but I think that behavior is celebrated by our current government structure.
Yeah, well, having people behave at their worst does accomplish the goal of being divisive, and that's the tactic that's been used forever, but especially here in the United States. Back in the day, all those farmers movements, those grassroots movements where poor whites and former slaves would get together. The populists tended to be agrarian,
Yeah.
and the white elites would come in and sow dissension. Wilmington, 1896 is the perfect example of that.
And also the huh anyway yeah the populist party back in 1896 in 1900 election, before what's his name got in and made into Ku Klux Klan.
Wilson.
What's not ain't Wilson. This is prior to Woodrow Wilson. It wasn't Klan. Well, it was white. They had the whites. He turned into white supremacist thing by kicking out the former slaves out of there, or well, not former slaves, but the sons and daughters of these slaves. It was like 1900. I forgot the name. I forgot the name. Weaver was the person. So yeah, because there was three political parties between 1892 and 1900.
I don't know that history, so you're teaching me.
Yeah. It was called the People's Party at the
Yeah,
time.
okay, yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know the history like you do.
Right. It was black farmers and poor whites during this time period. And Weaver came up in there, and because Weaver ran for vice president, so Weaver started to be no, hey, it's not Weaver. Wrong name. Watson is the name. Sorry, wrong. It starts with a W, but it's Watson. That's the name. Watson came up in there, and he was such a white supremacist that he started to add into more the white supremacist, the racist elements into that political structure, and doomed the Farmers Alliance movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So at that time,
and I think Trump does. I think Trump pretty much. I mean, that's how right-wing populism works, at least definitionally.
Right. It does. It does. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, has anyone watched Sharon since the big show on Sunday?
I did. I was waiting for him to mention what happened over here. And he didn't. I was waiting for him to mention it. I was waiting for him to, the grandstand and fly that flag. Have them women, who, to talking shit. He mentioned shit over here.
Well, see, I don't think he could review that show without his own people starting to ask questions.
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for his ass to say something. I was waiting for Sharon to say something though. He didn't. I was waiting for
By
Bomb
the
to say
way,
something.
oh,
I didn't hear anything. What?
Sharon is a clown.
Yeah. But
Him and his cousin. They both some clowns.
mm-hmm.
well, and again, I don't really have a problem with Sharon per se, other than I don't take him serious. I think Sharon takes himself more seriously than he should. All these guys, that's really one of my main things. These guys actually act like, and I guess that's kind of, natural, but they take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah, I think Sharon actually believed that he having real conversation with his clown ass.
Yeah, solutions based group, SBG. That's crazy. What solution could he possibly offer anybody? It's weird to think. I was talking with someone the other day that the best advice that, say, a young man could get about relationships would be from either close friends or relatives, parents, people who know him. Some dude up on a YouTube channel is not going to give you the kind of advice you need. Okay, everybody's different. So this blanket advice that people want to throw out there, and it's not just YouTube panels, but you remember back in the day there was Dr. Ruth, or there was, but she would be talking to someone on a phone, so it was a little bit more personal, and then anybody listening in, might get something out of it. But if you're sitting up on a panel just giving out general advice, that's not a solution. Yeah, it was Deacon Dave I was talking to. The best advice some incel can get would be from his parents or close friends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I just came up here to talk about that lady. I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Oh, okay.
We drove her off.
Yeah.
Kick me down. Kick me down.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. You want me to kick you off or what?
Yeah, kick me off.
All right. I gotta remove. Okay. Yeah. So hold on. Okay. She's gone. Okay. Yeah. What can I say? Yeah. I mean, like him being happy that Fresh and Fit mentioned Rim Bro, and I'm like, that's supposed to be something to cheer about because Fresh and Fit mentioned the term "rim bro." That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that let me know though there is a problem that he's not that it, for him is more about profit rather than fighting off the opposition. And I don't know, man, if you saw the thumbnail of this live stream and showed him an Anger Man the other day on Anger Man's channel.
Yeah, I saw it, and then I forget the two, Wile Coyote and the sheepdog.
Sheepdog, yeah.
I can't remember the sheepdog's name, Clyde
Right.
or something like that.
No, the sheepdog called. No, I forgot the name of the sheepdog, and I forgot the name of. But the point is, like, you're breaking bread with Anger Man when Anger Man supposed to be the opposition. He's supposed to be the enemy.
Mhm.
He's supposed to be this. He's all this, but yet here's you giving money to Anger Man, and then Angry Man clowning your ass up on that panel.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Ralph and Sam. Thank you, Deacon Dave.
Ralph and
yeah, Ralph and Sam. Yeah, the sheepdog and the wolf.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Brownsville is Brownsville he's still full of shit. Brownsville's
But
still full.
look, I think in this, I understand that, hey, there are people, and I'm very lucky. My show, of course, I want it to be monetized, but what I do tends to be pretty dry at times, and I piss a lot of people off. I am not going to change who I am or cater to an audience to the point to where I'm changing my core beliefs. Okay. And then the other thing, you remember a few years ago, at the height of these guys like Christopher Rufo and even people like John McWhorter and Glenn Lowry just going hard in on woke. And there were people, who would go, well, polite conversation is what we want. And then they would do this thing that just makes my skin crawl, talking about steel manning your argument to make sure I understand it. And that's a straw man. And then there's this dude, I can't remember his name. He went farther than steel man. He would starman your argument. So he would be polite and make sure he understands your argument before he criticizes it. And I'm like, screw all that. I don't even want to talk to you. If I think what it is, the poison you're peddling, or it's poison you're peddling, why talk to you? If I know I'm going to disagree with you, it's really unproductive to have you up on a panel and go back and forth. Now, there are people that I do it with. SKC is one of them because I've known him for quite some time. And at least he's one, he and I are actually, I wouldn't, for YouTube, he's always welcome on my panel because I know, he's one of these people, even if you don't agree, you know why he thinks it. Okay, too many people, you'll go, well, why do you think that? And they can't tell you the book or the document or the show or anything. They don't leave intellectual breadcrumbs. It's easier for me to deal with somebody if I know what they know or I know why they think a certain way.
I mean, like, you're right, like SKC, right? So he'll because I remember that time he was talking about hair weave, black women hair weave. So I got so upset that I did a response video. It wasn't no live stream. I did a response video about hair weave and gave him the history of hair weave, and and I gave him. You remember that TV show called Bones? It's
I never watched it, but I know of it. Yeah,
it sucks. It sucks. But there was an episode of Bones where the the murderer, or I should say, the suspect to the murder had blonde hair, right? So so during the interrogation scene, mind you, this is a white show. This is a white show, by the way. So most of the cast are white. So they was forcing the murder suspect, who is a woman, to what's in your hair, and she kept on releasing all these weave and tracks off her hair, and she's really, it wasn't a wig, it was just weave. And I actually clipped that and put it in the video to show you, like, black women aren't the only ones wearing hair weave. So he actually laughed at that shit, and because he thought though that women, so SKC is married to an Asian woman, right?
Yeah.
So because he always on that SBE, black woman shit thing, right? So I I educated him about who wear hair weave the most. Women who are not black, primarily white women, wear more hair weave than black women. And I know from experience, because I dabble in the snow my damn self, so I do know white women do wear hair weave more than black women. It's just that white men don't talk about it as they're not shouting at the rooftops online every day about white women hair weave. We always do that as black men, which I find embarrassing. But I do find embarrassing black men will talk more about what's on a black woman's head than anything else. On these online discussions, it's really embarrassing to me, But anyway, that's that. I'm tired of hearing that crap. But yeah, so.
But he's the exception. Too many people, and then people get offended when you call them out on it. That's the thing that I can't stand. All these people who begin their sentences with "as a man," when you call them out or just outright ad hominem them. This is the wonderful thing about being 60. It's freeing. People will go, well, Stanley, you can't make a serious argument if you're using ad hominems all the time. And I'm like, well, ad hominems are part of, that's how I debate. If I think you're stupid, being upfront about it, it's actually to your benefit. Now that's a joke, but look, I'm not changed. We are adults. This is not high school debate. Okay. And stop acting like it is, because if it was, about 90% of these people would be losing the competition. They're not good at language, for starters.
Right.
They get pissed off when they get called out on it. They get all touchy.
And I'm aware of there's this anti-intellectualism.
Yes.
That's running rampant. It's like somebody try to do a community tab against me over Maduro being caught, right? And then I did a reply video to this person's community tab telling him, do you understand international law why Trump should not went into Venezuela and grab that man? And I actually read the 1948 treaty of OAS, the Organization of American States Treaty, and then I quote the United Nations Treaty. Then I mentioned the other what's it called, the Caribbean Community Co-op Treaty. I mentioned all these treaties that Donald Trump violated in catching Maduro. Oh, yeah, man, but these people, man, those people, they're cheering it on, bruh. You're
not
dumb.
all of them are.
Not all of them are cheering that shit on, because you still did not destroy the regime. You still did not sit there and did all all the other stuff. So why y'all saying everybody's still cheering it on? And the thing was about oil. Or one of the things was about oil, and other things about some other outside things that had nothing to do with Venezuela's government in the first place.
Well, who had the best analysis of the quote oil? Paul Krugman. He's got a Substack. You remember, who Paul Krugman is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I stopped following him. I stopped following Paul Krugman because he was too on the Clinton machine. He was too much on that Bill Clinton ass kissing shit. I don't know.
He has a Substack, and one thing that stuck with me, because as an economist, I mean, he literally got into some things that I would actually have to concentrate on to follow. But the thing is that 300 billion barrels of oil in reserve, that's a paper estimate. Okay. And then on top, they think it's more like 150. But the biggest deal is how much it would cost to go in and extract that oil. It would be in the billions. So, the oil companies like Exxon, Trump literally said, well, I don't think I'm going to invite Exxon. Well, Exxon CEO or whoever said that Venezuela, from Exxon's perspective, is uninvestable because even the grade of the oil, it's not easily refinable. There aren't many refineries around that can refine the oil. It's a real heavy grade. So it's really, it's really, I think there were better ways to deal with this. And Trump, I think Stephen Miller pretty much said it best. He said the quiet part, or maybe not so quiet part out loud. Might makes right. That is basically our foreign policy. And if we want it, we can get it. Therefore, we should have it. That's the foreign policy.
Are you ever familiar with Middle Nation channel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watch.
I listen occasionally.
Yeah, I watch him religiously. So
yeah, he's a great orator.
Him, yeah. He almost convert me to Islam.
Really?
He almost converted me to Islam. That one video, he almost converted me to Islam, man. He was very conveying. Yeah, because he's right. There is no such thing as the American dream. It's just we are being fooled because we put credit on as if we put credit on other people's stuff, on the global South's oil, and extract it and act like it's our own. Then come to find out we don't, we're draining their resources, and then the blowback is it's making our society crumble. And, we're not living. We are living beyond our means. And I get what he's saying.
Let me put it to you this way. We have a lot of assets. America has been blessed. Okay, but we overestimate this notion that everything we do is exceptional. That's really led us to Trump. We do a lot of things right, but we do a lot of things wrong. And, going from near the top in, the educational metrics to 31, I think that's where we are currently. That is a sharp downward trend. It's obvious that there are a lot of things we're not doing, at an exceptional level. I think being real with yourself is really the key to being exceptional. That old, was it Socrates, or Plato or somebody who said, being aware of what you don't know is actually wisdom. Or knowing that you don't know everything is actually wisdom.
Right. And the fool think he knows everything. A person who thinks he knows everything is a fool.
Yes.
Somebody with the super chat who gave me $2.
Yeah, it's Chris Reed.
Yeah, he said, "Where's Elon Musk?"
Well, Elon Musk and Donald Trump have made up. Elon was in the news. Was it late last week? Trump got with Elon Musk to turn Starlink back on for Iran because Iran had shut down the internet. So basically, Iran's getting free Starlink internet. And then there's something else that Elon Musk and Trump have made up about. So, Elon Musk is about to be back in the on the Trump train. So that's where he is. He's around. Just again, read the news, and he pops up occasionally.
And read those stocks about, to read the Twitter and stocks and the stocks for Tesla. Put Man Tomorrow's I'm here. What's up, Man Tomorrow? Morning.
All right, I'm going to help y'all out with something. So you have this fake equivocation of information dissemination, like the Delta November. Like you have to understand the red pill in the manosphere gave the Delta November the ability to pretend like he's an expert on something. Because before the red pill in the manosphere, Delta November's really had no way of trying to start a conversation with anyone in society, right? So when people come online, they're more interested in getting their ish off without critical examination. And they think that is actual debate because it's their first time getting to talk among people. And what it was like, and then you have this fake equivocation of you're speaking, I'm speaking, we both have opinions, you're right, I'm right. It's like, no, facts are still opinions, well researched. And to them, it was like, no, facts are words that you just said. I just said words. They're facts too. And it's like,
oh shit, you are so right.
Yeah, that.
Oh my Lord, you did help me out. I'm like, literally, it's up there in words on your screen, and you're still saying you're talking facts.
Yeah, because like it's like when I talked about the whole 30. Well, 1/3 of men are they're paying child support to children that they never created. I'm like, that's a lie. And I remember that time I gave people the information of where that came from. It came from 1972 study about they're talking about fraternity fraud, right? And I'm like,
Paternity.
paternity. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said fraternity, but paternity fraud, right? And I was trying to tell that to that idiot Edward Anderson last night. Oh man. I mentioned MOT. I mentioned Edward Anderson, and MOT got to jump off because never mind.
Yeah, he's probably on the road or something.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had an incoming phone call. So it's better just to allow them to ask their questions and be brought up to speed on it rather than to let them argue from an uninformed position so that way they can be brought up to speed. So I have to tell people it's okay to not know. It's not okay to pretend like you do know and have a pretend alternate opinion so that way I can bring you up to speed. It's okay not to know. Because I know they don't have any intellectual, investment in this type of shit unless I do come around. Because they want to seem as up to speed on stuff as I am, but they know that they just want to put words out there and then like, oh, okay, well I disagree because of this uninformed ass opinion, and it's like that's not even a side in this discussion. So over time, you have to teach the same people, and then like they turn around and use the exact information that I gave them and try to grandstand on other people right after I just gave it to them. It is fucking amazing to watch. And that's what the red pill in the manosphere is, because the information is basically the same. The only thing that you're doing now is just listening to another actual opinion of a person who's just presenting it in a different way with their spin on it. So yes,
it's kind of
that's
like
what's happening.
it's kind of like that. You remember when RFK went into that barbershop with Killer Mike?
Yes,
that was the most embarrassing thing to watch.
Not to them though. Not to them. To them, they're like, look, we're in a room, white guys here, nobody throwing me out the door. I'm legitimate. Finally.
And then that whole when RFK was talking to the black women, right? Because it was bothly, it was the barbershop thing. One, he had the black women. The black woman was talking about, well, what about education? What about healthcare? Things that normal people would talk about, right? You know, the cost of living, right? Then when RFK got with Killer Mike in that barbershop, my jaw, I wanted to dig a hole and bury myself. Because that was one of the most embarrassing. You got a presidential candidate sitting right there asking people what y'all want. Tell me what y'all would like to see, and I might help you out type shit, right? And this nigga on the, I don't know if you ever watched that video. I might do a review video on this, but
I did.
yeah, that nigga on the end talking about, well, I don't vote Democrat because demon is in the word Democrat.
Yeah, but this
Wait,
is
hold.
yeah, but this is
There's an N in Democrat?
Man, if you would have saw that, Stanley, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, but these are the type of people that you have to pre-screen to make sure that they're not a part of the conversation.
That is so funny.
And then most of the conversation, it was not over, well, police brutality, black men being shot by, you know, we unarmed black men being shot by police, you know, all that, right? That's not even a conversation, Stanley. The conversation was over child support.
Yeah.
And RFK was like, I got kids all over the place. I pay for mine. Why ain't you paying for yours?
No.
Oh man.
Wait.
Oh Stanley. Oh man. I'm gonna strike a live stream on this. If you would have saw it, oh man, that was one of the most embarrassing things to watch. And Killer Mike was like, yeah, man, I want the government to pay child support so that the son can go get a job to get child support, and while she can get this, that, there. Wait a minute, why not just tell him to close your legs first? Don't have sex. Don't have teen pregnancy, nigga. He act like the government was supposed to take care of people who make mistakes like that. That was his first. That was
aren't these people supposed to be conservatives?
Oof. See? Ooh, right.
Aren't they supposed to be?
What kind of conservative says that?
For a reason.
Wow.
If you, you know what, I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna do a community post and tag. If I find that, I'm gonna tag you.
Okay.
The whole do for self crowd still wants government help to do what they can already have power to do. It's yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. That is, oh, dude, that is so disappointing.
You know what? Their dick is so conservative that they have to stick it in liberal women every time.
You know what? Though? You know what? Though? Hold on.
And then those same quote conservatives have a victim complex because the courts are against them.
Yes.
What the fuck? Oh man. Well, in all honesty, though, I really am being. I'm not thinking this through. They're MAGA. MAGA's not conservative. My bad. So, but they will think they're conservative. I just honestly, I've learned so much being on YouTube. I had no clue this sort of shit was happening before 2 years ago.
I'm going to find the raw. I see people responding to the barbershop with RFK, but I need to find the raw video cut. I gotta find the original cut, because that one was so damn. Oh man, I guess they took it down. I guess they took it down. Damn. Better yet. Let me do this then. I'm gonna do this then instead. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share this. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if y'all can see this. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. Let me play it.
I think the solution is this, and I'm out your way. 2 years. Young woman gets pregnant as a teenager, young man and woman get pregnant. This is the 2-year plan. First 2 years are debt free. You don't have to pay the government anything back. So she doesn't get to drag him into court and the court doesn't say you owe us money for investing in your child through food programs, through early Head Start programs. Because in those 2 years, the boy has the option, or not an option, he has the demand of the co-man to then go to a trade school. You have to go to a trade school, which incentivizes the United States to do it because we need more tradespeople. We don't have enough carpenters. We don't have enough electricians. We don't have enough people building roads. In my community, the girls are going to college and graduating. They have no men to marry because the boys are not going to college in the same way. My teachers were married to a tradesman. My teacher, who we call doctor, her husband owns a locksmith company. Her husband was a carpenter, was a mechanic. So they had a good life. Their kids went to school, right, the same schools we went to. I think that the incentive to solving the child support problem and a part of solving our infrastructure problem is to incentivize young boys who have gotten a girl pregnant. You must now go through 2 years of trade school.
Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, I like what you're saying.
Let me give you the rest of the answer.
Okay, go ahead.
After that boy graduates, you get a further incentive if you and the girl marry. If you and the girl marry, we'll give you these incentives: zero finance home loans, something out of HUD.
Okay, now Stanley, you heard that,
Yeah.
right?
Well, what I heard was RFK being patronizing.
I wish I could find the whole event. If you were watching, you'd be like, "Oh my God!" You mean child support is the only thing black men would consider? I mean, that's on black men's mind. I was just embarrassed. Like, not all of us on child support, nigga.
Well, I mean, some of it's probably, I can hear Killer Mike, and this is just my impression, but Killer Mike looking big in the eyes of RFK in front of a black male audience, that's giving him clout. Who was it that called, this black manosphere thing is really a clout-based culture. So, RFK's getting some clout, Mike is getting a bunch of clout, and you hear RFK going, "I like that." Dude, that is so patronizing. RFK knows shit like this isn't gonna happen. Why not just stay silent and nod or something?
Well, in the context, I'm not here to defend RFK, right? I'm not defending, but in the context.
Oh, no. He should be trashed.
I know he should be, but in the context of that event, I will be patronizing too, because it was a waste of time. It was like a 2-hour and 30 minutes of bullshit, and it was just like child support, and I'm like, oh my God, y'all ain't worried about other shit. Like, I don't know, I would be if somebody talking about reparations. Okay, police brutality, tax incentives for this, that, and third, tax cuts, foreign policy, all that other stuff that people should be talked about. But no, all they talk about was, these platitude questions like, there's demon. The word demon is in the word Democrat. That's why I don't vote Democrat. Saying stupid shit like that. I don't believe in democracy because there's demon. I'm like, oh my God. I like, if I gotta find it. I gotta find it for you.
The thing is that these guys weren't talking about education. A lot of these problems can be solved with better parenting, and parenting, that's just my thing. I go on the diatribe about it. I think it's our biggest problem, but it's shocking. I understand why Mike would be motivated. You know, there's a problem, with single mothers and all that stuff. In the divorce rate, you want to figure out a way to encourage that. But what Mike doesn't seem to understand is anything that is tailored to fit specific Black community needs, you're going to have basically the Klan claiming discrimination. The best examples I can think of is programs to benefit Black farmers. These white farmers get all up in arms because Black people are getting something that they might not be getting. So Killer Mike, I understand, maybe it's on your wish list, but anything to benefit just the Black community, that'll never fly in this current version of America. And it really never did. They think the 13th Amendment was reparations.
And it's not.
Anything more than the 13th Amendment, they basically think is discrimination against white men.
Right. I don't, yeah. I just, yeah. And I'm looking at the farmers in Arkansas, who are self-deleting themselves because,
oh wow,
yeah, because like Trump did not sell the soybeans to China.
Yeah. Didn't he rectify that though, or did he not?
Somewhat, but still, the Chinese ain't biting on that. Have you seen what China did with Canada? That trade deal with Canada?
No, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Carney, Prime Minister Carney of Canada, made a trade deal with China, where the oil, the agricultural stuff will be focused on China rather than than the United States. So we no longer going to get Canadian products. The Chinese will have the first dibs on it. All because Trump is doing some fucked up shit with Greenland and everything else.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's real disappointing to see. Is a Black man of a certain age, to a certain extent, and I mean this sincerely, it's somewhat of a disappointment to see a bunch of Black men in their 40s being so, well, I'm going to be frank, uneducated and directionless. And I understand getting up on a YouTube panel. I understand, hey, if you want to get a bunch of, men and women up here, going back and forth, battle of the sexes. Yeah, I can see the fun in that. But there are people who review these shows like they are actually like educational or informational. And these people are going, oh yeah, they're right. Yeah. In my experience, this, that. Dude, if these people, if people were just taking it as entertainment, great, but they're not.
Right.
That's the scary part. At least to, someone like me.
Yeah. But are you ready? You ready for this weather to change? This ice storm.
Oh, it already. You mean Well, shoot, it's been in the 20s here in I'm on
in
a
Georgia.
little right on, yeah, I'm right on the Alabama line, but it's right at the border of Middle and North Georgia. And yeah, let's see, what is it? It's 35 out there, which for this time of the day over the last week is fairly warm. One night it got down to like 21, which is unusual. It does happen a few times, maybe once or twice a year, but the change I'm ready for is it to get a little warmer.
I'm ready for warm weather. It's going to hit here Friday night, and I got to buy me some heat and gas and all that.
Oh, wow.
Propane and all that. Yeah.
Hey, let me I have a friend of mine who lives in Richmond, Virginia, and I used to live up in Northern Virginia, up on top of a mountain, believe it or not. I was one ridge down from the very top of the mountain. They're predicting 21 inches of snow in Richmond. I can only imagine what they're going to get back up in the mountains. I bet they one year they actually had a legit blizzard up on the mountain where I was living. I've never seen anything like that. There were cars that were covered. I'd never seen anything like that. So, you know, I when I talk about 21 degrees, you know, being cold, and dude, I've seen some weather, and the East Coast weather is nothing like they get in the Midwest and the West.
Right.
So it's
yeah, because like in the Midwest or the Panhandle of Texas, right? There's no body of water to buffer the that cold. Yeah, because if you're in the Panhandle or Oklahoma, there's no big body of water. There's to absorb the cold. Yeah, it's a different type of cold wet weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know how to describe it. It's different. Well, it hits different. But anyway, I don't want to fool with no cold weather at all.
How do your animals take it?
Well, you talking about like cows and stuff? Well,
Yeah.
I have a shed, and usually I put hay out. Yeah, they have a shed. Sometimes though, they go out in the woods, and the hot, they huddle around trees. They use that as a block. But sometimes they come up here to the house, and get inside their inside that shed or the barn, and sleep there. Yeah. And it also depends on what type of breed of animal you got, because some breed of cows could withstand the onslaught of the cold wet weather bearing down on them. Some of them cannot, because I don't have just one breed, right? I just have multiple mixtures.
Oh, I see.
Breeds. So yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, there was a story, I think it was either in the Washington Post or the New York Times, about the first documented story about cows using tools. In Germany, there's this farm that's got these brown Jersey cows, or I forget the breed, but I think they were Jersey cows or something like that. But apparently this cow, and they're talking about one particular cow that learned to scratch its butt with there was like a mounted brush or something, and the cow just consistently goes up there and rubs up against it to satisfy an itch or something. So that's kind of blown the animal world apart, apparently. So,
Right.
you know, we've got smart cows now.
No, well, some breeds have problem solving abilities.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It depends on what breed it is. I mean, someone has, someone can communicate, um, with with the human. Um, um, yeah, yeah. Some of them can, not some of them don't, but some of them can.
Well, I think every time an animal comes up to a human expecting food, that's problem solving. I think we need to broaden our horizons. You know, if your cows know that, oh, hey, this man comes out and feeds me every day, so when you walk out the house, they're heading your direction. That's problem solving.
But I
You
I,
know
I,
that
lo- I, lo- I love seeing them, coming up and they just, um, they just huddle around around your truck. And, especially after it's been ran warm.
Mhm.
They huddle around it and expect you to come out of there. But I'm already in the house. I'm already in the house. They expect me to come outside that truck. You know, because like like they hear the motor, and then you
Right.
go in the house and stuff. They hear that motor. They be you know running up to your vehicle, and they be looking inside of there like, where is he at? Where is he at? We want food. All right, all right, God, you greedy. Eat some grass. You know,
I
eat some grass.
dropped a link to a Substack uh, essay that I read yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Um, you're gonna love it. I I haven't. I've actually sent it to my sister, and I sent it to an old college friend. I have not heard a better description of the anti-intellectualism, especially that MAGA has brought to the table. And this
Right.
guy's pretty brutal in his assessment, and that's part of the reason I admired it.
Speaking about Substack, right? Um, I read Malcolm Nance, uh, uh, Substack. I actually tried to interview him. I tried to contact him, get
Did
an
you
interview
really?
from. I tried
Or
to.
will
I
you
never.
really?
Yeah. I tried to
This
email him.
guy?
No, Malcolm Nance,
Oh, really? You know, I
the
bet
black.
he would do it. Yeah, I know who he is.
I
I
try. I
bet he
try.
would
I
do
try.
it.
I try to email him. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Because I might have to try again. I might try to contact him again, but because I really want him to run for president.
Yeah, I like him. He's former Navy, so he
Yeah.
has that bluntness that I really appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
know,
I
the
think
best way to solve a problem is to call it a problem.
right.
Or that's the first step.
Right, and but I think though if he do run, which I was hoping he would run. I hope he ran. I was hoping he ran in 2024. Because I thought he would have been a better candidate, but I never got the talk to him or anything. But I was hoping because I think with him, I think him being in the Navy and him being a petty officer in the Navy, and then also fought in the war in Ukraine. He was part of the what's it
Right.
called, the foreign, what's it called, the foreign brigade.
Like a foreign legion.
Yes, like a foreign legion of Ukraine. Yeah, and he was the commander of that
Oh, was he?
brigade.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
yeah, because he was doing the intelligence, see where the Russians was going to, what type of weapons the Russians was going to come into Ukraine with. Yeah. So yeah. Like he goes back and forth between Ukraine and the United States. Now though he's here because he can't go back to the Ukraine. So
would they yank his passport or something?
I don't know. No, I think Lewinsky was trying to make a peace deal, so he tried to in order. I think Trump. I think he was trying to get add no more foreign fighters in that way, so that he would have a peace deal, something like that. Something like that.
I see.
I forgot what how he was doing it. Somebody said North Dakota, the two Dakotas are cold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't see how people will live there in the Dakotas. I don't know how y'all like it, man. Listen. I'm in South Texas, man, and South Texas about to be in its 20s. South Texas ain't no people be in the 20s like this. But I'm kind of glad though that it's not going to be like the like what happened in 2021 when the whole state shut down for a week with the electrical grid. So yeah. But anyway, Stanley, I'm a get on off because I'm gonna get prepared for the onslaught for the cold weather. And
you better go out and buy you some long johns. Let me tell you one quick story. Years ago, this is probably my son's 19, so it's probably 25 years ago. I just moved up to Northern Virginia, and I'd been procrastinating. So like the night before we were supposed to get some heavy snowfall, I went out to look for snow chains for my tires. And of course they didn't have them at the local Walmart. Dude, I went I probably traveled 200 miles up and down I-81 in Virginia trying to find a Walmart that had chains that fit my car. So, when you said preparing for cold weather, that horrible memory just flashed into my head. So,
okay. So here's the thing. When you buy those chains, is it like a net chain, or is it just chains?
No, it's like what is it like? It's like man, it's hard to describe. It's a loose chain. Have you ever seen those gladiator movies where
the chain link mail? The chain link mail?
It's not quite like that, but it's similar, except it's real flexible to get around your tire. And then they'll have hooks and clasps at either end, but they're sized to your tire. And you really have to use the right size because you want them tight on the tire. If you have them too loose, they'll get off and ruin the undercarriage of your car.
Right.
But they're real flexible. They work actually pretty well. But four-wheel drive is better if you've got the right type of tires.
Oh, it's not legal in Texas. Okay.
Is that right? Tire chains aren't? Wow.
Why
I had no idea.
Okay.
Because studded tires are illegal for most of the year in Virginia. Wow, I can't. It snows in Texas, right? Like North Texas.
Yeah, at the Panhandle, Dallas area. But it's gonna be that snow going to extend all the way down to almost to the border, the Mexico border almost. So
wow.
I don't like this at all, man. I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a pop-up for the Roger Report. You know who that is?
Oh God, yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Well, this is the title of the title of today's show is "If Black Women Were Virgins, They Would Be Sexy."
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I might have to watch a little bit of that just to see what the premise. I hope that's a joke.
Man, that Roger Report channel. My God, they oh, I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out how they get to be on YouTube with that crazy shit. You know.
Man, that is certainly some scary stuff right there.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this as a man, right? You know, because I'm talking about Roger Report, right?
Mhm.
If you're angry at women for not liking you, why you put a picture of yourself with trying to with no, you know, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's yeah. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's yeah. So yeah. But anyway, Stanley, I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. So.
I will see you later.
All right then. You have a good one. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I had to cut this short, by the way. Yeah, I gotta prepare for stuff. So anyway, I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. I'm not sure. I might be. I don't know. You know, I'll be live tomorrow morning. Yeah, I did. Pure. I did. So anyway, let me get off of here. I gotta do some things. Well, yeah. So what's the day? Today's Wednesday, right? Okay, it's Wednesday. Good. It's Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, and I appreciate y'all for watching. Too bad I had to cut this short. I would have come on. I would lasted for another couple hours, and rest in peace to Soncerae and condolences to her family. So anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.